Charlie Bonnick here with UCCS Athletics, here with head coach Jeff Culver of your UCCS men's basketball team. Now, Coach, first off, how are you doing? How are you feeling after last night's win? What is really just the emotions right now?
We're just ready to get back in the gym and work on some South Dakota Mines scout and work on getting some shots up, get some extra free throws up, and hopefully ready to play tonight.
And with South Dakota Mines, what's going to be the biggest factor? What do you guys know about them? You know, what's going to be the X factor for them tonight?
Sure. I mean, another good team, dangerous team, a lot of shooters. Big difference is that they got a big man down low that's leading the RMAC in scoring and had a little rough night at Metro last night. I know they'll be looking to get him involved early and often, so we'll have our work cut out for him. He hurt us last year quite a bit, especially in our gym, and so we've got to work cut out for us on the front line. And again, they've got capable shooters around them and just really well-coached team. So a lot of screening action. I mean, just defensively, it would be another great challenge for us.
And for offensively for UCCS, 4 players in double digits last night. So really, what's going to be the go-to for tonight?
Well, we'll see. Again, balance. When we play with pace and space, our offense looks good. So we'll spread it out. We'll see who's got the hot hand tonight, and hopefully we'll stay aggressive.
And just looking at, this back-to-back weekend, you guys have had a couple of those for non-conference, but just being here and actually having the conference game, we just talked about how exciting basketball season is and how it's back so quickly. So for you guys, how do you take it? Do you take it one game at a time for the weekend, or do you take it both games? What do you guys really look at?
Well, as a staff, we certainly look ahead to Game 2 so we can implement some things throughout the week in practice, but our team is focused one game at a time, so our focus was strictly, our mindset was strictly on beating Black Hills State, and as soon as, the horn ends at the end of the game, we shift our focus to South Dakota Mines. So back-to-backs, you get used to it, and it certainly helps when you're at home and you don't have that travel.
And just talking about the RMAC conference as a whole, a lot of teams usually go to the NCAA tournament, and, it's always very competitive. So how nice is that to have a really competitive RMAC conference? Yeah,
it's great. We feel like if we can take care of business in conference, that sets us up well for any kind of regional or national tournament bids. But, again, it's one game at a time, and we know it's a strong conference, and you got to be ready to play every night. I mean, there's no such thing as a gimme game in this league. I mean, everybody is capable of beating anybody else in this league. So, really no days off and no letdowns, very good parity throughout. And, again, South Dakota Mines is case in point. They're new to the league, and they come in and they're still getting wins and beat us handily at home. And so, it's a dangerous team and certainly is a tough conference night in, night out.
And just taking a look back at last year, you guys did win at South Dakota Mines. And like you said, they came here and beat you guys. But really, what was the biggest factor for that loss in that game against in Gallagly? And how are you guys going to fix that for this game?
Well, that was a strange weekend for our program in general. I thought our energy was low. I thought, one of those games where we just kept reaching for answers and going to the bench and changing it up on both ends of the floor and still couldn't find any answers. Couldn't get a spark. So I don't anticipate that we'll have the same issue as far as that low energy levels that we played with last year at that weekend. But we got a lot of capable guys, and we're just focusing on doing what we do, And so if we come out there and focus on, certainly our scout and how we want to guard South Dakota Mines, but also primarily just focusing on what we do well and getting after it with good intensity and effort on the defensive end, sharing the ball, spacing the floor well, active movement to our motion. We put all that stuff together, and I think we'll be all right.
And just looking at tonight, a lot of players can get that hot hand, like you were saying. So do you have any predictions on who's going to get that hot hand, maybe one or a couple players?
No, I don't. I don't really know. We'll see. We think we have some decent matchups at a couple spots, but, game flow dependent, and a lot depends, too, on where we're spending our defensive energy and efforts. And so, we'll see. The good news is that we do have a lot of guys, a number of guys that can put the ball in the basket, and hopefully we can do that a couple more times than they do.
Well, there you have it. Head coach Jeff Culver of your UCCS men's basketball team taking on South Dakota Mines tonight at 7:30. Coach, good luck.
Great. Thank you.